AEO, GEO, AI search, whatever you want to call it. Most brands are treating it like the new SEO. That's a mistake, because AEO alone is a terrible strategy outright, and the money in AI search is actually way smaller than people think right now. Here's the reality. 80% of AEO is just traditional SEO. You cannot get AI visibility without doing the fundamentals of SEO first. And e-com brands are massively overestimating AI buying behavior from consumers. The average person isn't using ChatGPT or Perplexity or Claude to buy a hoodie. They're using it for higher ticket, highly technical, or highly personalized purchases. So if you're thinking about abandoning Google SEO for AEO, don't. I'm begging you not to. Let me show you what's actually happening, what the numbers look like, and how to win AI traffic without actually blowing up your entire brand strategy. Abandoning Google SEO for AEO or GEO is the dumbest thing you could do right now. 80% of AI search is based off of traditional SEO principles. You cannot have AEO AI search results without SEO methods. It is impossible. E-com brands are greatly overestimating how many people are actually using AI to buy things, and that is because e-com people, like AI people and like SEOs, even like myself, live in a bubble. You have to be honest with yourself. No one is using ChatGPT to buy a hoodie or a pair of pants or a wallet. You're going to find those on Meta ads or Google ads or regular SEO or in a store, for God's sake. But you are not, you know what a hoodie is. You know what you want. You don't need ChatGPT to tell you that. Simple as that. But they are going to use ChatGPT to buy more expensive, more technical products that require research or are really highly personalized. And I've talked about these, a few of these in my different videos. Some of the more technical ones: appliances, air purifiers, pool heaters. I put out a case study a few weeks ago. I'll link it here. We actually made $110K for a pool heater brand through ChatGPT. Those things are $2,000 to $3,000 and are highly technical. This fits literally two of the three elements or characteristics of a product that will do well on ChatGPT. Other ones to consider: electronics like laptops, TVs, stereos, and wearables or med tech. Garmin watches, function health, things like that. More personalized: makeup, beauty, skincare, supplements, things like that. And more expensive: literally anything. Anything above $500. I would say handbags, watches, luxury goods, anything above a couple $100 is going to be something on ChatGPT that will be making sense to pursue. Next up, AI visibility tools are a waste of money. GA4 is supreme. Just showing up on ChatGPT when someone searches for any kind of product category is not going to be enough. It is like an impression on Google Search Console on paid ads. You'll notice when I make these videos, when SEOs pitch their services or make case studies, they don't brag about impressions because impressions don't pay the fucking bills. Same with Google Ads. SEO Google Ads providers don't get paid for getting their clients more impressions. They get paid for getting them more clicks and driving more revenue. However, everyone views ChatGPT visibility differently, and I think it's just because it's a new and sexy thing. Everyone thinks ChatGPT is this new silver bullet for marketing. It's not. And I'm gonna get into this later, but it's like 1% to 2% of revenue right now. If you're lucky, it's more. If you're an average brand, it's probably less than 1%, quite frankly. Now, I believe the only way to accurately measure AI traffic and growth is actually referral traffic from GA4. I don't pay for any AI visibility tools at all, and I don't recommend that you do either. You may have a counterpoint. What if someone sees me on ChatGPT and searches for me? Possible, but not measurable by any tools. None of the tools in the market are going to be able to tell you that. However, if you run the Meta ads, people will search you on Google and the same thing will still happen. And honestly, Meta is a much more proven engine and it's more trackable. So I recommend doing that. GEO Ahrefs makes the same point, similar point that I do, in the fact that they rely on AI trackers rely on a custom list of prompts. So your data is biased from the start. Talked to a few 8 and 9 figure brands we've onboarded recently. All of them have banged for these trackers. All of them hate the trackers because they all say something different. So these AI brand tracking tools are sexy and new. 8, 9 figure brands, and including myself, we don't like them because they're inaccurate and they're biased. So if you're struggling to figure out what's happening, we'll just go into GA4 and figure out how much referral traffic you're getting from LLMs. I'm going to show you that right now. So I'm going to show you like just my newsies, like my company website, how to get this. Okay. So you'll just go, I've already got it set up. You'll just go to all users. Sorry, acquisition, user acquisition. You can just toggle this off. You could tag all users. Go back. You can then create a new filter, session, source/medium, exactly matches, and then you can just type in referral and you can find them all. ChatGPT's here. You also just type in the name of the LLM if you want. That's easier. Perplexity is another one. I don't have that, but you could add like Perplexity, Claw if you add it, right? And you hit apply, and you can get all the revenue. You can get all the numbers there. Now, you can drive AI traffic without majorly altering your SEO strategy. And I said, do not blow up your SEO strategy or AEO. So this is how you can do both. Still focusing mostly on SEO, which is going to drive AEO results, while also adding in a few kind of AEO principles and AEO tactics on top of your SEO. Watch this video. I just put it out yesterday. These are 6 of our clients that we're doing kind of AEO stuff for, involving like Reddit commenting, things like that. The AI traffic referral numbers from the last 30 days. You should watch this video because literally all the numbers are crazy. Like triple-digit growth in percentages on AI referral traffic in the last 30 days or something. Most of them are like double-digit, but like anywhere between like 15 and 50% growth. Some brands size 500%. Check that out. Now, how can you build AEO on top of SEO? Again, you're not replacing, you're supplementing. Or, yeah, supplementing is the right word. Reddit commenting, competitor comparison content, consistently accurate schema implementation, making more pages higher on Google, literally an SEO thing. Directly that is going to make you more money with AEO. Backlinks on relevant sites and listicles. Aim for relevance over authority here. Listicles are also really highly cited, so anything like best products for X, best products for Y. If you're getting on those kinds of articles for backlinks, that's great too. Product roundup articles. Getting these on your own site, also very helpful. We have a puzzle brand. We just shipped out like 30 pages, which is like best puzzles for Christmas, best puzzles for teens, best puzzles for date night. Same 12 SKUs, just cycled through differently with different like sub-descriptions for the article. All these articles are ranking on Google right now, and all of them are also getting ChatGPT traffic. So product roundups work really well. FAQs on product pages is another easy win to get. I put that in my video yesterday here. Other thing to do is you can add like a key takeaways, key summaries, too long don't read section to your blogs. It's another super easy win too. Now, what does this mean for me? I'm not saying AEO is totally worthless, but our brands are currently driving, none of our brands are making more than 5% of their revenue from AI traffic. The highest one is that air purifier brand, and I think that was like 4.5%, rounded up to 5. Most brands are less than 1, definitely less than 2%. Average ecom brand that I've seen the GA4 for, all of them are less than 1-2% as well. So is it going to become important in the future? Sure. But I think as an ecom brand, it's irresponsible to focus on increasing a channel that is currently less than 1% of your revenue when you could just get better at a channel that is currently 10, 20, 30, 40% of your revenue. The numbers there are going to make a lot more sense economically for you than trying to increase a very small piece of the pie. So again, what does this mean? Wrapping this up. Don't get better at AEO, get better at SEO. The latter is going to take care of the former. Cancel your AI visibility tools and save yourself some money. Track AI traffic through GA4. I literally just showed you how to do that. Focus on revenue through Google, especially if you sell basic products. Again, basic kinds of clothes. Basic clothes like one example. Like anything basic doesn't require a lot of research or thought. Like Google is going to be your friend, not ChatGPT. If you sell more expensive, more technical, or highly personalized products, AEO is going to be more valuable to you probably. Still considerably less than SEO. I said that brand or the pool company I keep mentioning that did 110K through ChatGPT this year. Yeah, you also did not consider the fact that they did $10 million across the board. So the percentage is still very fucking low. Last up, deploy AEO tactics that are high leverage and overlap with an SEO strategy. Reddit, competitor content, backlinks, things like that. Reddit will crush parasite SEO for you. It'll help you maintain your reputation management on Google, and it's going to boost your AI traffic altogether. Competitor content is going to help you hijack branded traffic from other brands. It's also going to help you get cited on AI. Backlinks, of course, are going to help you rank higher in Google. They're also going to get you more credibility, more visibility in AI. So these tactics overlap with both. They're primarily SEO, but they are going to benefit you on the AI side of things as well.